I don't know how to start this.
Well, last time I had the worst start of all the starts.
Okay. Ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Ça va. That's one way to do it, right? You can say
Ça va to everything.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No, it's like how you say like it's like how you doing? I'm doing okay. You can do like almost like a whole conversation by saying ça va, ça va et toi, ça va, ça va.
Yeah. Ça va. See, so I was
That's-
correct.
That's a whole conversation.
Ça va.
Ça va.
Ça va.
Ça, ça.
That sounds probably
Ça
different.
va.
Ça.
Ça va.
Ça va.
Ça va.
Spelled C-A-V-A.
Ça
But with
va.
a little tail.
Ça c'est dit.
That's my next language is gonna be French.
Franche.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome
Well,
to Wine and Divination French edition? Question mark.
Yeah.
Today we have a French guest.
Yeah.
Very exciting. But you know what? Let's talk a little bit about ourselves. So, Wine and Divination is a weekly podcast where. Also, I'm one of your hosts, Christy,
I'm Devin.
and we every other week we have a guest on and we do their tarot card reading, and you know we do a little advice based on the cards.
We drink some wine. Don't forget the wine.
Yes, and we try wine.
Yeah.
And we also don't know what we're doing.
We also don't know anything about wine, and we don't know anything
just
about
don't
tarot
know.
reading either.
Yeah. So welcome to Wine and Divination. Also say hi to the camera.
Oh, hey Cam.
We're on
Hey, Cam.
YouTube. And we actually do have a handle. We're youtube.com/ @, you know, the @, wine.divination.
Nice.
So watch us if you're an audio friend. If you are a video friend, we're also we're a podcast, so you can have us on your phone, in the car, wherever you want. We're here. We're here for you.
Yeah, we are.
And we have yes, as we back to our guest. So we have a French guest. This fulfills for all our French.
We've
fans.
become fancy.
Yeah, you should do our
Fancy.
intro. You should do our intro in French. now.
Yeah.
You want me to do the intro?
Yeah, do it. Okay, here's your camera's over there.
Ok. Bonjour, je m'appelle Léo. Je suis français. And I don't know what else to say.
But you didn't intro the
show.
Oh, the show. What do you want? Like,
Your wine and divination with Devin, Christy, and
Yeah.
Leo.
Bonjour, bienvenue sur Vin et Divination avec Devin, Christy et Léo, où on va boire du vin et lire les cartes sans savoir trop ce qu'on fait.
Wow.
Très bien. You speak your native language so well.
Actually, kind of terribly, but
You know
It's
what?
okay.
Ali tells me that too. He's like, you don't ask me. I'm the worst person to learn Farsi from. He's like, I'm bad at Farsi, and I'm like, how are you bad at it if you just speak it fluently? I don't know.
because I speak a lot of slang.
Yeah, I
and
guess
don't,
maybe.
I don't follow the
proper.
rules.
Okay, well, we did our intro. Okay, yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How do we have another UCLA alum with us,
Yes.
also in the film industry. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your experience with tarot or like witchy stuff.
So, as you said, the UCLA alum, like you two, and a bunch of other friends, except that I'm a cinematographer. I don't think you had
Our first DP.
anyone that had a cinematographer.
Director of photography.
Yeah.
So-
Everyone else is have we had even any non-directors on besides my aunt?
We had Madison, who's a teacher.
Oh, cool. Okay. And we're diversifying in the new year, y'all. So
Yeah.
we love our UCLA family, but we will also have some other interesting folks. Anyway, back to you.
But yeah, cinematographer, coming from France, been here for 5 years. That's LA is most of my experience with witchcraft or astrology in general.
Do you find LA to be a very witchy place?
Kinda.
Really?
More than France for sure. More than Paris.
I feel like in Paris is all old world and like spooky and like there's ghosts.
Wait, okay, but okay, this is something that I find interesting is like places that are so old, especially like Europe and stuff. Like I feel like I don't like hear many like ghost stories.
Well, maybe it's because we're not there.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I guess there's a couple like old legends in Paris. Like we have a whole like like house that is like based on a lot of Parisian legend, like horrific legends. But we're I don't know, we're not.
Yeah, how
I
are the
feel like-
French ghosts? Like, I'm imagining
French
like
ghosts.
they're just mad that you like got the worst baguette or something like that. Like,
Nah,
or
a
like,
mus-
oh,
a
the cheese
moustache.
you left it on the table.
Can
Like,
you get a
oh.
bad baguette?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Really?
mean, yeah, but like not as easily as here.
Okay.
So, and it's way cheaper than here.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So
And the wine too.
the wine is pretty nice.
Speaking of the wine,
oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay,
so
this
usually
time-
Christy and I bring a wine and then
It's
we let
different.
our guests choose the wine. But we are being proffered a wine this time. Finally, someone has donated to our wine fund. Leo,
Woo. Okay, come
what'd you
with
bring
wine.
us?
So I brought a little wine coming from the family of Pifa Papa.
Okay, here, put it in the center so we can
let
the
me
camera
see.
can see.
So it's the name of that specific wine is Le Cabernet de Tati.
Ooh.
I,
So wait, okay, so this is a wine from your relatives make this wine.
yeah, my brother and my dad make this wine.
Okay,
So
Leo's family wine.
yeah,
Oh my god.
That's a new name. That's an American name.
Yeah.
Y'all
Leo's
heard
family
it.
wine. It's so like beautiful and French.
Leo's
come over here. This
Leo's
is Leo's
family
family wine.
Leo only knows how to drink wine and not talk about it. But
Okay, so what
Well,
type of wine? So this is from France.
that's from France. That
French wine
yes.
from France, from
Yes.
a local French, not brewery, winery,
Yeah, it's basically
house for grapes. Mm-hmm.
They have like several spots where they have the grapes that they grow with partners. They actually just bought like a spot, so that now they have their own vineyard. But they take the grapes, they bring everything back to my hometown in France called Courbevoie,
Oh,
and then from there all of the grapes arrive in big milk crates, and they make the wine.
wow!
So-
I like the art. Cute.
The bottle looks almost blue.
Oh my gosh, it's all in French.
Yes,
That's how you know. And there's little French colors on the side. Cute.
Aw.
yeah, and it's like so Cabernet de Tati means basically auntie's Cabernet.
Oh,
So-
Tati's auntie.
Yes.
Oh,
So most almost all of them are like the names are based on like family
so
because
is this
it's a
like our
family
aunt
story.
right here? Is that the aunt?
Kinda.
Is there a different person on each bottle?
Yes, like
Oh,
like
cool.
each
Like different relative, like an
yeah.
uncle?
Each because they make one wine per month.
Oh.
So
Oh, like based on what's ready. Or
That's
something.
boutique.
Yeah.
kinda.
Artisan.
It's a natural wine, so like they're not allowed to add pretty much anything to the wine. They
Oh,
only
the
work with grapes.
natural.
Oh, okay. This is going to be our next foray into the organic wine space.
Because we tried one in a sangria, it was not good. So I'm excited to try yours.
I'm
and
trying.
I'm
I'm
sure it's really
excited to
good.
try a good one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you guys like it. So
I'm excited.
Yes,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
the. I love the. I love when wines have like the wax top
I like that it's blue and
Yeah.
not just like yield
or red. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that it's blue too.
yeah,
Okay,
it's,
let's get into it.
okay.
I got it.
Do you wanna open it? So this kind of wax, you don't have to cut it. You just
Go straight in.
to
Oh,
it.
that's
and,
Devin's favorite thing.
Oh, can I
and-
do it?
And when you
Yeah, do
pop
it,
it,
do
it
it.
should be pretty like.
Where
good
can
on-
where can people get this wine?
So
I know it's kind of
Like, yeah.
probably in France.
yeah, right now in France.
Okay, if
but,
you're French,
Hit us
from
up and we'll
France,
find a way to get you this
you
wine.
but
we're gonna become wine
they-
distributors.
they're trying. They're actually trying to find someone. The thing is, they need someone that has the importer license.
Oh,
And they're
if you
trying-
import wine,
If
from
you import
France,
wine in the US from France, hit us up. pifapapa.fr.
I'm butchering it. I'm so scared of it.
just pull it.
Oh
pull it
my
straight
god,
out.
what did you do with this?
Oh no. Okay, go
It's
in
okay,
again
it's
with
okay.
the.
Give me.
Okay, fix my mistake,
expert.
please.
Oh
Help, SOS.
my
I
God.
broke the cork, everybody.
It's okay. It's
Devin,
okay.
rotate because I think you're just like your back is.
Okay. Let me-
Yeah, there you go.
Let me try to fix this.
Just make sure the mic's not covering your face.
Like so the past couple of months when I was stuck in France, I helped my dad and my brother do a bunch of like market and shit like that.
Ooh.
That's
So
cool.
How was the response to the wine?
people have the tendency of pretty liking it pretty much. Like it's very unconventional.
Okay.
Oh, how so?
Like a lot of but kind of like as I said, they make a new wine every month, so they try they
So it's not like old vine, something that's been around.
so are they
something
like
that.
now? Do you think like if they hit upon one that was like really well received, they would like maybe add that to a future like list of wines to make?
I mean, the thing is like the nice thing with wine is that sorry, it's kind of weird to have the mic. I'm like, there's something. It's like it really depends on like the grapes, and grapes change every year. So and they I have no idea how much I pour into this. It's
That's
kind
what
of
I
just
always
just
say.
tilt it. You got a good half glass. You're good.
Cool. Thank you.
like emptying the whole bottle in like 3 glasses. I love it. This is.
I mean,
like
that's how
my-
it usually pans out. It's like
Yeah.
we each get a little like refill, and then that's pretty much
Okay.
it.
Yep.
I'll try to keep that as a refill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, cheers.
What do you guys say?
Bon appétit, n'importe quoi. Santé.
Something.
Okay. Bon appetit.
No,
N'importe quoi.
no,
Santé. All of them.
Just santé, just
Cheers.
santé. Cheers.
Santé, santé.
Yay.
Oh. It definitely
Ooh.
tastes like fresh. Not what I
Yes.
expected. It does seem like it was like bottled, like it feels like it was bottled recently. It still has like a juice quality to it, but it's not like I don't know. It feels like it was like somebody grew this.
I mean, it's like from 20. The grapes are from 2020.
Okay.
So the bottle came out. Was it 22? This bottle came out. I think about a year ago.
It tastes like really fresh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like it a lot.
'Cause
Yeah, it's
there's-
different
so-
than what I expected.
The main reason like you separate the different kind of wine is like depending on what you can add to it. So
What they add to this?
natural wine you're not allowed to add like so the
They
main-
added nothing.
No, you basically you work with the grapes and like there's so they add sulfur to
It's like a stabilizer,
as a
right?
stabilizer. So natural wine the amount you're allowed to use is very very low
Okay.
compared to like so there's conventional where you can add a bunch of extra stuff on top of like grapes and the sulfur and the amount of sulfur you can put is pretty big. And then you have bio, which like by
BO.
yeah, it's like I don't know the name
Okay,
the translation
for y'all
in English.
who know French,
But like bio, like as a ecological kind, it's like how we say it in French, like biologique. It
oh,
means,
oh my god, like yogurt and
Probiotic?
Yes,
No.
something like that.
I
Not like
think
a
more like
yeast thing,
organic?
right?
I think organic would be more like
okay.
the better.
Okay.
But then the thing is like so you have organic where you have way lower, way less like, ingredient you're allowed to put inside, and less sulfur. And then there's something called biodynamie, which is like I will not be able to
Yeah.
find the term in English.
I'll just
like,
take your word for it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
clean. They say like clean has like nothing at nothing.
No,
Yeah,
but
this
that's-
feels like it's literally
that's-
some grapes off the vine that they just like smashed up and put in a bottle.
With their feet.
yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I'm feeling. This is the vibe I'm getting in the south of France.
Yeah,
It's kinda
seriously,
cold.
It's really good.
It's actually in the
There's a lot-
Parisian region.
Oh, okay, not the south of France. I just think all wine is from south. Like
Everything
lavender and
Christy's
only
saying,
wine.
it's just the opposite of
It's
whatever that
yeah,
is.
It's
That-
fake. It's fake. Making it up.
The thing is, it's like they're trying to they're
Okay,
like,
right in the metropolitan Paris, under the Eiffel Tower with their feet.
not exactly, but close. Closer than the south of France. Now they're trying. One of my brothers, like one of the things he wants to do is like they want to restart the Parisian wine
Is there
business.
space to grow, or
So
it's not grown
like,
in Paris?
the like region of Paris. So it's like Paris
Oh,
and the
outside.
surrounding.
Okay. That's cool.
So there's not that many people doing it. So they're like, I think there's like something like a dozen of people that are like trying to restart it. It used to be a really big region for wine production.
Wow.
And with like the development of like industry and shit
Yeah.
like that, and because of certain kind of dumb rules that got changed a couple of years ago, they didn't have a lot of like or like pretty much they didn't have any left, and now they're starting having some again because they changed the law, and so it's pretty nice.
This episode was heavy on the wine
I'm
in
like,
the divination.
I'm like learning
Sorry.
so much about wine.
No,
Okay.
it's half of our title. We need to do.
That's what
more-
we're lacking.
yeah.
I feel
We
like
need more
We
wine.
need to have like a sommelier. This is our first step.
This is our first
we're gonna
sommelier
find a
adjacent
sommelier.
person. Yeah.
I spent 5 months selling that wine.
Do you think
Nice.
that you bottled this bottle? Did you
Me?
help them bottle?
Not at all. Impossible.
okay.
I wasn't in France. It was the pandemic. I was
Impossible.
in LA.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get into your reading. So, what is it that you want to have read?
Let's see. It's like
Wait, have you had a tarot reading before?
Oh yeah.
ever?
Also,
I think-
yeah.
like kinda, but more like a Viking, like a
Viking?
northern eastern,
Like runes.
like yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
bones or
some
something?
like old
no, like
world,
card, like card. It was still card
Oh.
stuff, but like
bones.
No, that you can cast like bones.
Yeah, you can
and
cast
if they
bones.
touch themselves
and
in
I'm like,
certain ways, it
and
means
yeah,
something.
I want to do that one day. That
Yeah,
sounds fun.
I see it on TikTok like all the time. I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
But no, it's like another card. Like I think it was a Viking stuff. I don't know.
It's
I-
like a theme deck or something.
It was in Montreal. I was very high when I was trying to figure out my visa situation, and
Oh,
I was just like,
congratulations on your visa, by
thank
the way. Cheers
Wait,
to that.
I'm confused about what is the visa and what does it mean? Which visa is it?
I got a visa. That
Work visa?
I have a
He's able to
artist
live
visa.
and stay in the U.S.
For Evs?
Well, not
No.
forever.
Oh,
I have until the 31st of July 2025.
That's really
that's a
good,
long
though.
time. You can
Yeah.
do lots in that time.
So now
Keep it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to do
Keep
my
going
best to
and
keep
keep
it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Congrats. That is a big congrats moment.
Yeah.
And, you know, Borna just became a citizen.
Congrats
2 days
congrats,
ago.
Borna.
Yeah,
Y'all
congrats,
don't know
Borna.
Borna, but he's very.
You never
very
met
cool.
Borna?
No, I said they don't know.
Oh, friend of the fam.
Just
like
you'll
knows
maybe
Borna.
you'll be on.
Yeah, maybe one day.
But no, yeah, it's like I've been working on this since like mid-December last year. So
That must be a big weight off your shoulders.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been pretty much in and out of like I had to leave I had 2 months after my visa ended to like stay and like figure my shit out, and then I had to leave, so I went to Montreal for 5 weeks, like saying I'm like out. So and then I came back on a tourist visa to work on my visa, and I had to leave and go back to France. And then I spent 5 months in France,
Stressful.
stuck in
And then when
France,
did you get back?
like 3 weeks ago.
Welcome back.
Seriously.
Welcome back.
So
Oh, what? This is going to be a good, rich reading. I can already feel it.
Yeah. So, what do you want read? Actually,
I mean,
don't get into the details. Just like what kind of category can we expect, and then we'll give you 2 decks to pick from.
as a kind of like work,
Okay, career.
like career
Reading. Okay, what's going on in a summary? Like what is it that you?
nothing.
Okay, so that's the problem. You're like, when is something gonna come,
Yeah.
and what's gonna come?
And like
Okay.
after 8 months of not being able to work in this
Yeah,
country,
you just got back. Yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
you're ready to work. So.
more than 8 months even. like,
Okay, if you guys want an amazing cinematographer or film crew member, hire Leo.
Do you do first AC work?
not really. But
Okay.
I do gaffer and key grip.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So-
Good to know.
Better with light than putting
Camera.
focus.
Yeah.
So I am presenting, and I said this, I don't know which episode, but I was like, oh, I should start presenting the regular ye old Rider Waite deck. So that is what I'm doing. So this is like the deck that everyone has, and then all the books have like the pictures in.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I actually that's except for that thing I did in Montreal. That's the only experience I have. And
Okay.
my friend
It's very
was
fresh.
holding all of the reins. I was just following what they were saying to
And
me.
high, so you were like, I don't know.
And
Was
I
it in
just like,
French or English?
in what I call Franglish, which
Okay.
is
But also in Montreal, right?
Both?
So like,
yeah, because they speak French and English, so
Yeah.
mainly English. Because since I've been living here for like so long, my brain is kind of wired to think in English. So
it's super hot. I'm just
But-
gonna turn down the AC.
so like since I'm so used to thinking English, sometimes it's easier, but sometimes there's like words that are easier to have in French.
I think about that all the time. If you speak more than one language, if because sometimes Ali will like it's only when he's like speaking in Farsi to like his family, and then he'll like turn to me to say something. But just like
Wrong
keep
thing
going
comes
in
out.
Farsi.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm always wondering if you're like, what language do you think in?
Of course, French.
No, it depends on where I am.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like kind of funny because it's like I had that. So when I went back to France, I kind of had to rewire it and start thinking in French again. And then when I came back, like I'm still kind of adapting again. Like sometimes I'll straight up just start speaking to my roommate in French. She's like 100% American, does not know any fucking French.
Oops. Yeah.
And then she'll just look at me, and I'll look at her, and I'll just go, "Did I just say that in French?" She's like, "Yeah." It's like did that with my girlfriend several times. It's kind of like
Do you know a third language?
I have bases in Lebanese and German.
Okay, so do you ever have the thing of where it's like you are learning this third language and then like you're trying to think of the word, but then you can only think of the word in the second language you know?
Wait, what?
So
Like,
it's like, okay,
if you're
when I
thinking-
was in school, I was like learning French just for fun. And then I had previously learned, like I have beginner Mandarin, Chinese, and then like intermediate to conversational Cantonese. But then and then obviously English is my native language. So then like whenever I was learning French, it's like, oh, it's like when I'm trying to remember the word in French that I was studying, I can only think of like the Chinese word for it.
Even with two languages, sometimes I'm like, either I'm speaking in English.
Well, then I'm like,
and
why now am I remembering the Chinese one when I need the French word?
Nah, I suck too much at German and Lebanese for that. But like even sometimes I'll be like this summer I would be speaking in French and then I would just like stop and just people would be like, "What's up?" and I'd be like,
I forgot.
I have the fucking word in English, but not in
Yeah,
French.
yeah.
And it sounds so presumptuous. I'm just like, oh, I have it in this other language, but
Yeah.
not in my own fucking native language.
Hey, I mean, you live here, so makes
I
sense.
know.
But anyway, so this is the Rider-Waite deck that I'm presenting.
And this is also a traditional deck, but a different traditional. This is the Hermetic Tarot deck. And you can pick up each one and see which one you like more.
Yeah,
you want us
what's
to
your
use.
vibe?
Yeah.
I kind of like the design, the black
The
and
Hermetic
white.
Tarot. And this,
Already?
this was
Okay,
gifted
cool.
to Devin by your Aunt Doreen.
Aunt Doreen,
who we
yes.
just had a few episodes ago. If you haven't seen it, check it out. YouTube and on wherever you get your podcasts. It was a great episode. And you could see us actually opening the gifts.
Yeah.
Thanks, you and Doreen.
Thanks, Aunt
Yeah.
Doreen. Yes.
Shout out our
Shout
number
out
one fan.
our number one fan. Okay, so you can pick those up and shuffle them well.
And while you're
Oh my
shuffling,
God.
start telling us about your whole situation. I know nothing's going on, but like,
Okay.
Go
Go
give
more
us the
into
real
it,
tea.
yeah.
Oh my god, I have tiny hands and those hot cards are huge. Also, do not
However you want to do it. Like Devin likes to like, throw them out or just
Yeah.
however you feel.
judge my shuffle.
Oh no, and I've already spilled like wine on them and shit, so don't even worry about it.
I mean, have cards even lived if they didn't drink any alcohol?
I know, that's true. They have,
I love that you said they didn't drink it.
I know, they have to suck up the life force.
I have like a regular like playing cards that are like
they trash?
every single one of them have like a cocktail recipe on it,
Oh, fun.
and they were my like drinking game cards for so long. They're so trashed, but I love them. I still half of them like the back doesn't hold anymore, and I'm just like I don't care. They're great.
Sounds great. That's what those are the best ones, and that's how
Yeah.
I hope all of my cards become.
It's because I don't know. I mean I don't, maybe it's because I came here a little bit more as an adult, but I don't I don't feel I've done a lot of like drinking game with playing cards here,
Oh.
but they're really a
Like
big
King's
thing.
Cup?
Like king.
I have no clue what
The
King
one,
Cups
okay, there's
is.
like a
Yeah,
cup in the
king.
middle, and then there's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
there's like
We have the same
Each
thing.
card has a
each
rule.
thing- yeah, it's like, oh, you
Yes.
put the little man on the, and then you have to
Yes.
like, every time you have to take them off to take
Yeah.
a drink.
Yes,
That's
that's
so fun.
and or like it's kind of similar stuff, but yeah, I haven't done that much of those here, so it's kind of funny.
Are you saying you want to have a game themed birthday or something like that?
Or just a
game-themed
random
party? Yeah.
Just a random night, you know. I'm always down to party, always down to see friends.
I've been going
So-
out more and more. I guess
Yeah?
in this post pandemic world.
Just me too, but like more as a. Oh, you know what? Now that I came back and I don't have as much work as I had, and like I used to just work all the fucking time, so I didn't have the time nor the energy to do anything. And now I'm like, shit. I'm back. I have no work, so I have a lot of time. My girlfriend is not at all in the film industry, so she goes out and like has places to go out. So I'm like discovering spots in
Spending
LA.
money.
Yeah, spending money I do not have. But you know, I gotta live a little. I got a little job. Hopefully, I'll get more jobs in the upcoming future.
Very
So-
good.
Okay.
All right.
So we're just looking for work. We want to know what is next or what's coming or
Yeah.
when.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of all of it.
Who, what,
All
when,
of it.
where, why, work.
Exactly.
Work,
Okay.
work. Okay. Work.
Yeah.
Work.
I mean, work in life in general, but work is kind of like the main
Cool. So
concern right now.
general reading heavy
Yeah.
on the work focus.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
This is the first card in the one spot. We're going to do a Celtic Cross. 10 of Wands. Then we have 2 of Pentacles. And then a reverse King of Wands in the 3 spot. 4 spot is the Last Judgment. Oh, Judgment, I guess.
Ooh, love judgment.
And then we have 6 of Swords in the 5 position. 6th position is Death. Okay,
Work.
interesting.
I love that.
Interesting.
Great.
Sounds like some new beginning coming, but
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Possible
that makes
future
sense.
outcome.
Queen of Cups in the 7th spot, reverse. Queen of Cups reverse.
I guess
Then-
you're reading in your direction.
Yeah, and Knight of Cups reverse, and then Princess of Wands reverse, and then lastly in the 10th spot we have a reverse Queen of Wands. Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Very royal. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad
Not
thing.
necessarily a bad thing at
Yeah.
all. Because some cards, when they're upright, are kind of like, ugh. So then when they're reversed, they're not so bad.
It's also like I have no clue what any of this means, so it's excellent.
We will go through it with you.
That's what. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what we're
gonna
here
guide
for.
you. We're
You're
gonna
taking
talk about
risks.
it. We're gonna go through it.
So the one spot is this one on the bottom.
The 10 of Wands.
And it is it covers you and describes your immediate concern. So this is the root of the issue. And you said the 10 of Wands. 10 of
And this is upright, so I'm just gonna start. This is about overwhelm and burdens. The 10 of Wands tells of the burdens of responsibility we carry, and it signals being completely overwhelmed by taking on too many tasks. Living at this level of action takes its toll on your body, nervous system, and emotions, leaving nothing for yourself or the people you love. Consider your motivations. Why are you driving yourself so hard? Learning to ask for help or delegate responsibility frees you up to put better quality energy into the things that light you up the most. And in a career/money spread specifically, it says you've been taking on too many tasks at work and are experiencing burnout. Ask for help without doubting your abilities and establish boundaries so you are not working around the clock. Since you are reaching the end of a big project or assignment that has stretched you to your limits, you'll be able to rest soon.
But that doesn't really track because we're not getting it out of work.
They're talking about the visa.
But I think, yeah, there's probably other things that you've been going.
Oh,
Hard
absolutely.
at.
Oh,
It's so
thank
close.
you. Absolutely. That's a really good point if they're talking about the
Yeah.
visa.
It could be.
Because
I
a
mean,
lightening of your, how work intensive was that?
I
mean, just
it
a lot of
took,
anxiety,
yeah,
right?
it's like especially like at the end. I mean, it was quite a bit of work on my part, but then at the end, it was a lot of like I have to give it to someone and wait on them to like approve, and then I would get it back and send it to another group of people, Like I had to send it to the union, like one union, then the other union.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to come back, and then I needed my new passport with my name change and everything. So I had to wait on that. And then once that was done, I had to like finish everything with my lawyer, and then I send it to immigration, and then I had to wait on immigration. And once
Yeah.
immigration responds,
Do a little
you
praying.
you still have to. It's not done yet. You still have to like get
like
through.
accept
I can
it.
tell this is all still very fresh with you.
I'm like, this wounded me terribly, but it's done now, so it's great.
Yeah,
But-
it says it shows a lightening of your load. Someone else may assume part of the responsibility, like you were just saying, but the pressure may ease due to outside factors. And I would say that tracks if we're talking about visa. But
I think there's just also
wait.
this whole shift in your life
Wait.
too.
I was reading the wrong one
Oh,
again.
okay. It's upright. 10 of Wands upright.
Yeah, exactly what you said.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, so I think maybe there's been a lot going on in your life.
Oh, it does ask this question. It has a few questions for you. Are you carrying burdens that don't really belong to you? Where can you turn to for help? Are you willing to give up control and stop insisting on doing everything yourself? Does that sound like you?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't think I'm taking anything that's not mine.
If it doesn't, yeah. If it
'Cause,
doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay.
I have enough shit on my plate right
Well,
now.
let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see what. Well, I think that's the T, right? Like you have enough shit on your plate right now.
Yeah.
I think that's just what it's saying.
Okay, it describes your immediate concern, so you do have a lot.
Yeah.
But also a lightening of the load, that makes sense then in terms of, you having done so much and being so under pressure, and then that's lightened.
Now, well, I just feel like you had a big shift. You're able to come back after being away for so long and not knowing what the future would be like. And so then I think now that you're back, I feel like it's talking about just like, maybe it's a warning of like, don't take on too much that you can't handle.
Don't go
I
back.
don't know.
Don't go back to what you were before.
Yeah,
leaving.
maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
Were you feeling real stressed
I
at that
think-
time?
I think before having to leave the country, like in the past 4.5 years I lived here, I had 2.5 burnout.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's talking about that. And so then next is the 2 position, which is 2 of Pentacles, and that describes kind of like
Obstacles facing you.
yeah, like what you're going through now. Do you want to start?
Sure. So we're upright, I'm going to assume. So this can mean good fortune as a result of your ability to handle many things at once. So you manage to balance work and play, kind of like what we were just talking about, and feel content with your situation. Sometimes it shows you may have many resources at your disposal and you can know how to use them. The 2 can represent balancing work with downtime. You both need to stay happy and healthy. It can also indicate a coming busy period when you have to juggle projects or duties.
That would be nice.
Sometimes it suggests choosing between 2 jobs or opportunities.
Yeah, I have something similar in which it's saying it says put your energy towards managing your finances or balancing your budget to maximize your money. You may need to choose between your current job and your side hustle or passion project. Strive to find a good balance between what you put into your career and your home life. In other words, don't spread yourself too thin at work. So maybe yeah, I understand that, but maybe this is all about like what you were doing before, and that now, because like,
Or it says obstacles facing you, and if it's coming soon,
yeah,
and you have
this
like
is
more than
something that
one
you
choice.
could be coming across.
Yeah.
I already had to miss a project next week. It was
Well,
kind
there
of
you
big
go.
thing.
There we go.
And then also like you're in this whole relationship too, because it talks about like home life and then also like finances. Like, it's all about. I mean, the two of Pentacles is like shows you see how it's this kind of like figure 8 thing, and there's like 2 like
Infinity.
coins. So then it's about balancing these 2 objects. And so
Ooh, interesting. Since we were talking about general life, so maybe other things may pop up. You never know. If this reading is about love, this card may represent shared resources or working with a romantic partner, perhaps running a business together. It can also mean you're trying to balance your work and domestic life. Sometimes it indicates a choice between two partners.
No.
T. Yeah, it says
Not
you may,
this
it
time.
says you may soon face a choice between two relationships,
Please.
and realizing that juggling multiple partners is causing you to neglect your responsibilities.
Please let me be on the podcast where we're like, you're juggling too many partners. And they're like, yeah, I am.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I cannot
Imagine.
handle more than one partner.
But that's interesting. You said your partner doesn't work in entertainment at
So
all.
then they want to go like party all the time, or like have try things.
Not all the
have
times,
fun.
but it's like it's not like us, like we spend like
Yeah, just work
12
work,
hours a
work.
day,
Yeah.
7
So
days a week.
that's what I'm thinking this is getting at, is like once you like hit your stride with work like you were before, like maybe you can't work like how you worked before because it's just not a good balance.
Oh yeah, not a good balance.
But let's
Yeah.
get to that place first.
But yeah, let's see. So if we go to the 3 spot, we have King of Wands in reverse.
And this is what crowns you and describes what's known to you objectively. So this is what you already know. And you said King of Wands?
Yes, reverse.
Okay,
It's a
I
Leo
have
sign.
it.
It's the
Okay.
Leo sign.
It is the Leo sign, and you are Leo. So let's see if
But
this
you're
resonates
not a
with you.
Leo, though.
But I'm not a Leo.
Okay.
You're a Libra, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I love a Libra.
I mean, yeah, Aquarius, Libra.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
We're a good time.
Best vibe.
I'm a Delano, and I'm a Libra.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. When the King of Wands is reversed, you may run into delays or your success isn't as great as you'd hoped for.
This is what you know.
If
That's
he
what I know.
represents
Well,
Yeah,
it's pretty
you know.
accurate.
if he represents a real person, it may be someone who's not available to you or who can't help you even if he wants to. Perhaps their loyalties lie elsewhere. He's probably not dishonest or irresponsible, but he may not be forthcoming in a job-related matter. It can mean a project will take longer than you'd plan, or you have to work harder than you'd expected. Perhaps some of the most creative aspects of an undertaking will get nixed by higher ups. Dude, if that came through in your reading, I would have died.
So, I mean, I guess this is all talking about how it's not going to come super easy, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's-
But that's something that you already know, which is, that's exactly the spot. You know this.
Might take a little more time than you anticipated.
It's already taking more time.
It's only been 3 weeks. Did you work in France at all?
Like I managed to get two job-ish. I lost one because I got COVID, but it was horrible.
Ugh.
Actually, one of them was Will Lambert.
Oh, nice.
Lambert.
Friend of the
Miss you,
fam, another one.
Lambert.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of. I mean, it was kind of a mess, but it was fun.
Was it his fault?
No.
Just kidding.
Like
I blame you, Lambert.
Yeah.
The director was like kind of like what you would expect from a stereotypical French like artistic like
Were they wearing a
crazy
beret?
director.
A beret.
No, but
But smoking a cigarette, probably.
And eating a
everyone,
baguette.
Everyone was smoking cigarettes, and the guy would just lose his mind for no reason. Like just like out of no, just burst into like
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
we're just like
Wow.
Interesting.
to the point where at some point we were shooting outside in the street, and it was like during the heat wave, and one of the women that lived clearly in the building next to us had her window open. She like opens like pulls her head out
Oh
and just
my
like,
God.
will you shut the fuck up?
I love that.
And like everyone was interiorly, we were all like, yes, thank you. We
Nice.
can't say that.
Yeah, of
But-
course. Well, she said it.
Yeah.
She's not part of the crew.
How are you guys doing on wine?
I'm good
Really?
I
for
feel
now.
like I need a little re-up. I'm liking this.
It's
a lot,
good. I'm
actually.
liking it. Yeah.
It's not what I've never had a wine like this, but I like it.
I have no clue what I'm pouring.
Like it has
Yes,
no, it's good. It's like
It's pretty light.
I feel like
Yes.
yeah, I think it's really light, really drinkable, but also like tart, but not in an offensive way. Like I think we've had tart wines that I've like hated, but this is like I don't know. It's like a nice fresh juice.
Yeah.
Like they
You know,
can.
adult juice.
and you know how Christy feels
I
about
love,
adult
yeah,
juice.
adult juice, and just like drink
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of like it's. funny
You can
'cause
tell I'm having the refill. Right?
They have like a kind of like a several reds where it's like this one, and then one that's even lighter, and one that's
even
kind
lighter.
of and that's like they kind of have like a pyramid of different
Yeah.
kinds. That like another one that's like way stronger and kind of in between.
I'm curious to know how this would be if you would like let it sit for like 5 years. It'd probably be amazing.
Maybe I do not know.
Okay, you keep one for 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't have. I couldn't bring that much back.
Okay.
With from friends, so I think they will all be drunk in the next.
I'll have to go to
month or two.
France myself and go get it and then save it for 5 years.
No,
So
no.
Christy, 5 years from
Yeah,
now.
5 years from now, we'll try to make it happen.
We'll do another one, another episode.
Yeah, check it.
drinking.
5 year check in. Okay, let's move on to the 4 spot, which is in this case in the Hermetic Tarot, it says the Last Judgment, but I think this is just
It's judgment. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this
it's
is
upright.
This is like basically subconsciously or unconsciously what you may not know about.
Yeah,
the
what's
situation.
unknown about the situation.
Also, I want to apologize. I'm very easily distracted and going in tangents.
That's okay.
I don't think so.
I think we're having a great time.
I think
Trying to stay focused.
Okay, I have judgment. So we're right upright. I mean, I guess we are also right.
we are also right up.
But this is about awakening and acceptance. Okay, in a career or money spread, don't allow past mistakes or decisions in the realms of finance and career to define you. Instead, focus on releasing the past and moving into a new, more successful period. Heed signs from the universe and follow them towards a new career path or opportunity in business. The process of releasing judgment of yourself is important, whether or not a spiritual awakening is taking place. In order to move forward in life, you have to be willing to accept and release your past so you are able to enjoy the next phase of life. Whatever it may hold, judgment contains all the elements of the cycle of surrender, release, forgive, which taken together allows you to move on from the past and into a more vibrant future.
Okay.
Dum, dum.
Okay. So we're upright.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, and this is what's unknown to you, this
Yeah.
is a positive card symbolizing regeneration and rebirth into wholeness after a period of confusion. That sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
I call this the wake-up card. You're gaining self-awareness, judging your actions, choices, and life situation, determining what you want to keep and what to toss on the scrap pile. This is a time of coming clean to yourself, assessing the good, the bad, and the ugly so you can chart your course from here on with greater clarity and maturity. And in reading about your job, judgment shows you're assessing your career and making a choice. Perhaps you'll decide to take a different path than one you've been following, one that more closely aligns with your talents and objectives. I feel like you're doing what you want to do, though.
Maybe
Yeah,
more
how-
cinematography than anything else.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Maybe less.
Just
gapping.
put it out there.
Yeah, we are going to manifest this. Okay.
More work as a cinematographer.
Say it a little louder.
Of a what now?
Cinematographer.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So it sounds like there's kind of like choices and balance to make. Also, we know it's going to be tough starting out.
Yeah, it's going to take maybe a little bit longer than expected.
And I feel like this plays into this whole like balance thing too. I mean, this is like the wake up card. So maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't know.
liked what it said about regeneration and rebirth into wholeness after a period of confusion. I mean, that just in general sounds like your
getting it
most
together.
recent journey is confusing, and now you're here to you're reborn as an American.
Light.
Kinda. Light.
Yeah.
American Light. After Bud Light.
Yeah.
American
A
Light.
baby American.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's I feel like we need more information. This is still like so vague, but we're piecing it together.
We're piecing it
Sometimes
together.
it's like that. But okay, let's move on to the 5 spot, which is kind of what's
Is
informing-
behind you.
Yeah, it's like what kind of things that happened in the past that are informing what's happening now. And I guess what is it now fading away?
Yeah, influence is now fading away.
Okay, so this is the 6 of Swords upright.
Looks kind of painful.
I can start.
It's
So this
two
is
hands, but they're holding the blade. 2 hands holding the blade, 3 swords
straight
each.
up the blade.
Yeah.
Part. So this is about moving forward and embarking on a healing journey. So this is what happened to you like, in your past, probably recent past. let's see. So the Six of Swords offers a welcome reprieve from conflict, asking you to guide yourself towards release, both mentally and emotionally. This card can be interpreted literally or figuratively, since the action of a healing journey may take place within you or be tied to a physical journey undertaken to give yourself distance and space. If this card does signal travel, the trip you take will be beneficial for you and the important element of your healing journey. You did just take a whole trip back home, and we're like living a different life for a few months.
I'm
so
like, I traveled quite
yeah,
a bit, actually,
that checks out. In career or money, it says you will soon be leaving a job or a situation behind and moving. Well, in the past you did. And moving towards a much better career opportunities. Positive changes are coming in your finances. A possibility of moving for work is on the horizon, which you did. When it presents itself, trust this opportunity. Yeah, so that all happened. It's like you had to go home. You weren't sure if you were coming back. Now you're back. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says the Six suggests smooth sailing ahead as you leave behind the trauma and sadness of the past. You're embarking on a new path, and the changes you make now are based in the wisdom you've gained through suffering. So you did just take like this whole journey, and if the reading is about your job, this card shows your work situation improving. Yeah.
Which so I think you're kind of in the in-between spot right now, where it's like you're not quite seeing the fruits of the labor yet.
Perhaps a business trip is in your future.
I mean,
We travel for work. We travel for
No, but that's in the past. So now you're back.
yeah,
and
now
you've
you're
already
back.
traveled back here for work.
travel for work. You know?
We did the trip.
Yeah, it's already done. That makes
All right.
sense.
Yeah, we're hopping through
Okay,
time.
thanks, Tara. We know.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
The sixth spot, which is your future, like immediate future.
New circumstances coming into being in the near future.
So then this is the Death card. And so this is a card that's all about kind of like basically like a closing of a chapter or the death of something, but then also that means something new is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the reborn out of the
Exactly. So it's not because people get scared because when they see death, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna like die or something." But that just means that one door closes and another opens.
Oh, this is really
basically.
interesting. It says the death card tends to frighten people when it comes up in a reading.
See, I said that.
But although it looks scary, it symbolizes a transformation at work specifically. It rarely predicts. Okay, we don't care about physical death. It signifies the end or death of a cycle, which again, true. I feel like this deck or the reading is being like, we got a visa. Like it's like, we journeyed through.
You're new in this zone.
It signifies the end or death of a cycle, whether a stage in life ends, you need to more, whatever.
Whatever.
Jobs end, relationships end, children grow up and move away from home. Change can't be avoided, but the ultimate message of the death card is the promise that new life follows disintegration. So if this reading is about your work, it symbolizes a transition in your career path. This is like the third card that says something about like new position, a major shift in your work arena. Old, outworn conditions that have held you back are breaking down to make room for new growth. Damn.
Yeah, I have something really similar. It's basically like talking about like if something is ending, don't take it as like a sad thing. It's kind of a part of the life that we live. Like it's a cyclical thing, and that means something new is coming.
It's funny because I kind of just lost my part-time job that I had. Like that was
there
like
you
my
go.
like, financial security.
Yeah. So
before
then,
moving out of here, so
I mean, that's a part of. I mean, that sucks. I've been there, and it's like it's just a part of life. Like, is what this card is saying, and that something new will come in to take its place. That's just how it is. It's like circle of life, literally.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is all this whole spread is like so like, okay, we know.
Yeah.
We know, girl, we know. So let's get into, I feel like this part of it. I don't know what this part is called, but I feel like this part might be juicy. Is that what it's called? The staff?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, juicy staff.
Okay.
juicy.
The juicy staff.
6 position.
7.
7 position.
It describes your current state of mind.
Queen of Cups reversed.
Ooh,
They're like literally all reversed.
Oh
on
yeah,
this
you're
one.
right.
Like
So let's see what this is gonna say.
They're all looking towards me.
All right, I have it. So Queen of Cups reverse. This is about your current state of mind. It's about suspicion and emotional distance.
Suspicion.
Yeah. Queen of Cups reverse, yeah. The reverse Queen of Cups can indicate jealousy or envy that you're feeling or that someone is feeling of you.
This is your current state of mind.
It can also point to feeling suspicious or cautious of others. This card may be asking you to open up about your feelings without worrying about being rejected or judged. If there is someone in your life who has proven themselves untrustworthy, a healthy disconnection may be necessary. What's the tea?
Yeah, you have someone in your life like that?
What's going on?
Yeah, tell us.
I don't think so.
Maybe he's telling you. Maybe
I'm gonna learn some shit on people.
Do you let your emotions rule you?
I don't think so.
maybe
Okay.
saying don't be jealous.
Are you overly
be
idealistic?
I think I'm pretty much the opposite.
Do you shut yourself off due to fear?
I don't know if it would be due to fear, but maybe.
If this card signifies a real person, she's probably manipulative, undependable, indiscriminate, or hypersensitive. This card might also show a situation to be unstable. So, if it's reading about your job, you may feel emotionally or creatively unfulfilled.
Maybe that's it.
Perhaps
That was it.
Okay. Tea.
it can represent instability or bad feelings going on, like surrounding the workplace.
Oh, okay, tea. That's probably it.
Sounds about right.
That sounds
Yeah.
That
So that's your current state of mind.
okay.
And you just feel like shitty about work, and it's not stable and it's not consistent, and that sucks.
Okay, thanks, Tarot.
Yeah, thanks again,
Thanks,
Tara.
Fred. Thanks,
Yeah.
card.
That's pretty
Okay.
pretty on point. Pretty on point.
Knight of Cups reverse is in the 8th spot, which is the people surrounding the situation.
Yeah, circumstances or people surrounding the situation.
Okay.
And what is it? The Knight
of
of Cups.
Cups reverse.
So like everyone except for me.
oh, that was like one page over. Or it could be you, or it could be okay. So this is about perfectionism and disappointment. So
Oh,
this sounds like
no.
it might be about you.
Disappointing people.
It says the
Yeah.
reverse Knight of Cups in your reading can signify disappointment within a relationship, especially if your high hopes and expectations were not met. Perhaps a promising new romance fizzled out too quickly, or the object of your desires turned out to be different from how they'd first appeared. This card in reverse can also indicate that you're relying too heavily on your desire for perfection in yourself or another. Adjusting expectations of yourself and of others and forgiving everyone for their shortcomings can help you get back into a more positive emotional state.
Are you pretty hard on yourself?
Maybe.
Maybe your situation, maybe it's not how you imagine. Like you'd be like, were you thinking like, oh, I'm gonna come back here and be like full of work and like get my old job back and this and that.
I mean, maybe not like full of work, but like I thought I would get my like old job back that would allow me to like be stable until I get.
Yeah, you pick up
like,
more
more work.
freelance work. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's like I was gone for like 8-9 months, like not being able to work for that long. It's like it's done, but like once you start saying no to people more than
I know.
once or
If
twice, they
it
stop
takes only
calling
2
you.
times. Yeah, it's so
And
true.
like when I stopped being able to work, I think it's like in the first 2-3 months, I got like 20 between 20 and
Ugh,
30
that's sad.
like
So you
jobs
are
offers.
hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of like, and the thing is kind of like it's one of the things I hate the most about our job is just like going to people and being like, hey, do you have work for me?
Yeah.
Because also most of my friends
But you have
here
to
are also this, like people
you have to
like,
put
work
it out
with.
there and you have to tell people and you have to ask like I think that's one of the biggest things that I've been learning is like people don't know what you want, so you need to let them know what you're looking for, exactly what you want to do.
And that's what I was going to say. You should talk to Gilla because she's been getting a lot of gigs and needs to crew up a lot.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay.
Okay, Leo's available.
Okay. So
Putting myself out there.
when the Knight of Cups appears reversed, he may represent insecurity, indecision, or a lack of commitment.
There we go.
Giving you wine, just so you know.
Okay. If the reading is about your job, a project may not get off the ground. If you're considering a job change, this card advises against it.
you.
I'm not planning
Thank
on
you.
changing.
Okay, don't. It says don't change. But it says a project may not get off the ground.
Well, that's life.
Yeah, that is life. And this is some circumstances surrounding you. So don't be disappointed
Yeah.
if something falls through, because this card says that it's going to happen.
I mean, it happened already a little bit.
Oh,
So-
no.
There
There
you
you go. All right, telling us like it is.
Yeah, I'm just like, thanks. Okay, well, tell us something we don't know, which is the next two cards, I think. So, what is this, the 9 spot?
Yes.
Um,
And this indicates what you hope or fear and what you hope and fear.
okay. So this is the princess, which we learned is
The
also the
page.
page. So Page of Wands reverse. I have unreliability or hastiness in reverse. So the reverse Page of Wands in your reading can indicate taking hasty, impulsive actions before having a proper plan in place. This
Ooh.
leads to letting yourself and others down, giving you or someone else a reputation of unreliability. Everyone does this from time to time. Take on only what you know you'll have the energy to complete. This may relate to a child in your life or someone acting childish, complaining about their responsibilities rather than addressing the task at hand. This sounds like this might be you. Right?
This is like not positive.
And maybe this is like a worst case scenario to where you're like this person.
Yeah, because
who's-
this is what you hope or fear.
yeah.
So
like a-
what you fear
Probably a
maybe
fear.
is
not a hope.
yeah, what you fear is a delay, a mix-up, a disappointment, something that says the time isn't right or you're on the wrong track. If the reading is about work, it suggests you may be naive about a situation related to your job, or it may show you need to learn more, develop your skills, or put in more effort to get ahead. I feel like these cards are talking about delays in the work.
Yeah. Or being in a situation where, like, because this is about, like, fear, right? I don't think this is a hope. So, like, maybe your worst fear is that you are, like, seen as someone who can't be relied upon for these jobs.
Which is what you said, you just had to turn down, like, a bunch of work.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Thanks.
Thanks again, Tarot, for telling us what we already know.
Tell us something we don't know, which is the possible future outcome, right?
Yep.
In the
Last
10th
one.
spot. So Queen of Wands reverse.
Okay.
I have it right here.
the final one.
Final one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's reversed.
This is not
Doesn't
working.
sound good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, so the Queen of Wands in the likely future outcome, it says feeling unworthy or creative blocks. So, the reverse Queen of Wands in your reading can indicate doubting your value or worthiness, or feeling as though others do not recognize these qualities within you. Once you begin to cultivate belief in yourself, you'll start to see a shift in your confidence that empowers you to take action on your own behalf. Others will recognize this transformation and approach you with more respect and admiration.
This says
Telling you what you need to do, I guess.
it says
Move
this
your
can
ass,
mean
bitch.
a situation won't come to fruition as fast as you hoped. Again. Or your
like a-
satisfaction will be limited.
It's like a whole expectation versus reality situation. I
Yeah.
think.
It said your enthusiasm may flag or you just don't feel inspired. And at work, watch your back. Yeah. That's what it says.
So I feel like from having gone through all the cards now in this spread, I almost feel like you went through such a big life shift that you're having to basically start over again, kind of like this death card. It's like you had it all, you had the life you wanted, then you had to like put that on pause, a big pause, which in this industry,
And there's
a
nothing
pause
worse
can be pretty
than
deadly.
waiting.
Yeah, so then you've had to like you had this whole 8 to 9 month hiatus where you weren't sure and you were kind of like making ends meet in the way that you could, you know, with what you had. But now you're back in your kind of like step one position, like starting all over again almost. It probably feels like you're starting all over, even though you obviously aren't. Like you were pretty established and working a lot. So then like, but I think that's what you probably need to get over, because that's setting you up to feel like this whole Queen of Wands situation where you're like, oh, I didn't have what I had before. And like, if you like, you should stop comparing the two, like this whole Two of Pentacles where it's like you have these two things that you're like weighing out. So I feel like because you're starting fresh, forget about what you had. You know, which is hard to do. You know, you were really happy. Done. I know. But I feel like this is like what the cards are telling me, and what I'm interpreting from it is like you're gonna, with this whole Two of Pentacles, it's like you're gonna be like weighing these two things, but that's just gonna lead to you feeling like this whole reverse Queen of Wands situation where you're like, where it's like almost a little bit like devastating, and you're like let down, and then it's like affecting your self-esteem, and that's affecting your work, and like. You know, because I feel like typically you're a person who doesn't seem to be knocked down by like, you know, things that happen. You're pretty like, I feel like you're pretty up, and you're pretty like, you know, confident in your abilities, and like, you know, but then if that does affect you, that really does affect your like, you as a person and as a worker, I think.
And I feel like like literally just 3 weeks back, like I feel like the tremors of this whole visa situation are still sort of being felt. Like the stress is still being decompressed. That's like maybe we're not totally there yet. Like we're not totally like free of the trauma that was the last whatever months of being.
I feel I'm gonna get kicked out of the country for like no reason whatsoever. You know.
Yeah, there you go. And I feel like that stuff sits with you. You know, like
you're not going through that.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, we made a mistake."
I fucking Homeland Security, you know, bust through.
So we're not even through like the tremors of like this whole journey yet. You haven't even had the chance to decompress or like relax from that at all. So I feel like that's affecting everything. And now right away, you're like, all right, I got to be fucking busy. And
you're like, I got to be back to where I was.
That's crazy.
I don't think that would ever happen in anyone's circumstances.
Right.
So then I think that's setting, it's like you're setting, if you keep with that way of thinking, it's setting yourself up for failure, which is in turn going to affect like your own confidence and how others maybe view you in a working environment. And so I think this whole thing is like, this whole spread is kind of talking of
very recent changes.
Yeah, I think also and like a one version of what could happen. And so it's like a big warning, I think. I feel
red signs flashing.
Like, chill out.
Yeah, like just
Things
relax.
Are gonna come.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I need money.
You're gonna get there.
I feel you.
Yeah.
We live in a capitalist society.
I know, but it's a tough economy out there.
Yeah. Gas is still
so crazy.
Go to Costco.
Yeah. So so I think that you're still recovering from lots that just went on, and the dust has not settled. I just don't think the dust has settled yet.
I think I agree. So I don't know. What do you think? Because you know yourself and your situation the most. And so I want to see, does this resonate with you? Or are we just kind of like talking out our ass trying to make it sense?
I don't know. It makes sense because things like also since I came back, I've been like the knowing that I didn't have work and I had like time to do stuff. Like the main thing I've been doing is getting my name changed everywhere. Which there's a lot of things that has your name on.
Yeah, I've heard like depending on where, it's like hard to do, or there's just a lot of hoops to jump through to get it done.
One of the reasons why, if I'm not planning on getting married, but if I ever did,
don't change
reason number
name.
one, don't change your name.
Like and I think this like at least when you get married, people aren't confused because it's your last name that changes.
Yeah.
Like I've been. Like, and it's like just people not knowing, but I've been dealing with so many people getting very confused because they're like, but wait, who am I talking to? Because it's not matching the name they have. And I'm like, no, but that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you just told me your name was Leo. And I was like, yeah, that's also me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's the same person, just different name. And they're like, confused. But it's actually way easier here than in France. It's just I have way more stuff to change here. Like in France, I just needed to do my like I had to change my birth certificate, and then I had to change my ID, driver's license, and passport.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of it. I didn't even do my health stuff over there because I was like, I lost my health care over there. So it's kind of like, fuck it. Like I'm not gonna take the time because I'm gonna lose it again when I come back to the US. So ironically, I was in France for 5 months without health insurance, and I'm more covered in the US.
That's
Probably.
surprising to me, actually.
I'm not.
I thought, because
Kind of
Europe's all
are.
about like universal healthcare and stuff. Is that not the case in
Yeah,
France?
I know, but the thing is, like, if you leave outside of the country for like the visa I have, they just drop you out.
Oh, interesting.
And then to go back to it, you have like either you have to prove that you've been here for 3 months
I see.
legally and that you're planning to stay,
Right.
or you have to work like even an hour of work legally paid, like you'll get it back.
Oh, wow.
But
That's a lot. That's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
it's like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lose it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But like here, I have everything. It's like
That's good.
my apartment, my car,
Yeah.
like all of my
You're
different
established.
bills, all of my bank accounts, all of that shit. It's like, so I have so many stuff to change. It's like I'm almost done with everything now. Healthcare is like the last thing that I'm like I don't like.
No one looks forward to doing that.
There's
Yeah.
one guy that just literally needs to press a button, but I haven't been able to reach that guy because he's the guy that started my case, and they're all just like, well, he's the only one who can do it, and I'm like, did this man disappear between the moment I started this and the moment I got approved? Because I've been trying to call him every single day, several times a day this week, and I cannot get a hold on him.
American bureaucracy for you.
Yeah.
It's way better than France.
Wow.
Surprising, actually.
Like honestly, this like I got a couple like things that were like, I mean, almost everything I've been doing the past couple of months can't be like a straight A to B. It's like A to B to C to D. Like I do the whole
of course.
alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's been way easier here than France.
Oh, that's
Wow.
good. Okay, so this seems to resonate, and I just think it's like a big like omen for what could be the future. So then, like it don't go there. Basically, is like
Yeah, keep positive. Don't like take these next few months as like if they're shitty, like because also remember it's about to be holiday time and like productions are about to kind of like slow down.
I'm actually working with the holidays.
Oh well, there you go. So you don't have to worry about that.
I hope you
Like,
get like overtime or something.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
not a great pay, but it's money, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back home for the holidays, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. I'm probably gonna do like the past couple of years and just go spend Christmas on the beach chilling because it's
Nice.
I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like the during COVID and the pandemic and whatnot. Since I wasn't able to go back home, it was like my first time spending Christmas by myself, and I was just like, you know what? It's fucking 70 degrees outside. I'm in a short tank and sandals. I'm just gonna go on the beach
There
and
you
chill
go.
on
Yes.
the beach for Christmas.
There you
'cause
go.
it's kinda,
Merry
made-
Christmas on the beach.
like I made the Christmas cake that we make in my family every year, and I just like took some and just spent hours on the beach and ate some cake.
Well,
that's
if you need
nice.
somewhere to go this year, you can come to our family Christmas.
We'll see. I don't
Okay.
know yet what I'm doing.
Well, you'll be working, right?
Yeah.
I think I have like Christmas Day off
Okay.
or some shit like that. Christmas Day and like the day before, the day after, and the New Year Day.
I had no idea, but my studio shuts down for like 2 weeks at
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
I don't think I get paid.
Get actual. No, you should. You will
You
get
know
paid.
you get paid.
You
You
will
do?
get paid
Usually,
Okay.
I mean, I don't
for the
know.
holidays. Yeah,
Yeah.
you will.
If they
Unless you're a contractor, then
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
not. But I
If
don't
you-
think you are.
if you have if you're like hired,
You're salaried.
yeah,
Right?
if you're salaried.
I'm an hourly employee.
Okay, but you have the regular hours. It's not like they're
Yeah.
gonna.
Actually, if you're hourly, I don't know if you get paid.
I know.
I think you should.
You
I think you
should. I
should.
mean,
You're supposed to.
I'll ask my boss.
it would
Yeah.
make sense. It would
Yeah.
be nice
It would be
Yeah.
nice
because
to
it's
like
it's like you're not
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 spend
gonna
the
be
happiest
able.
time of the year fucking broke.
It's kind of like we're forcing that on you, so
Yeah.
we should be able to pay you. But
Yeah.
like
All right. So
so the
where can people find you?
people can find me. Let's see, people can find me on Instagram. At Pandoras PANDAURAS.light. And sometimes I think about posting some of my work on it.
Okay.
I've been,
Yes.
I need to. I'm gonna try to kick my ass and post more shit this
Okay.
week.
At
and,
Pandoras.light.
Yes.
And if you're in the LA area making any kind of media, hire Leo to be
In
your-
LA, outside of LA,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to get in and out of the country now.
There you go. Yeah, any
So,
international France. If you're from France,
International, in like several states.
they're available to travel.
Yeah.
If you need to shoot something, let me know.
So there you go. Yeah, DM them on Instagram, and also this has been Wine Divination. Let's
Well,
talk
what do we
about
think of the wine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what do you think about the wine?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a solid 4 because I feel my whole scale is that if it's drinkable
Out of
and-
5?
Yeah, out
I'm
of 5.
assuming.
Out of 5. If it's like super drinkable right out the bottle, I'm happy with it. You know, like it's a lot different than what I normally would like and gravitate to, but it's been really easy to drink and I really like that.
Mhm.
So a 4.
I would give this at least a 4.5. If not a 4.75. If not a 4.99.
Oh
Do we
la
just
la
call it
la
a 5?
la. Ooh la
I
la la
can't.
la.
I don't know if I can call it a 5
Okay,
because
let's call it a 4.
I am the picky
4.5,
one. But
4.5,
I think
4.5.
okay, we'll go 4.5.
4.75.
4.75 because I love it. It's super light. It's like totally like sometimes I drink a wine and I'm like I have
Yeah.
that like mouthy feel that I don't like, but this is like super smooth.
I'm telling you, it's like it's
like
like
a-
adult juice.
adult juice.
It's
It's so
adult
good.
juice, but
Yeah.
without being sweet.
It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's not sweet.
So it's
really
a
good.
sugar-free adult juice,
And
is
it's
the
making
vibe I
me
get.
warm. Like it's
Really?
warming my body. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
What,
mean-
what about you? I mean, I
I'm-
know you're a little biased, but
I mean, no, for sure. And the thing is, it's kind of like kind of what Devin just said. Is the thing is that usually I'm more of like a white wine or like white, orange, rosé. I like things that are
Yeah.
just lighter in general.
do you like more dry wines?
Yes and no. It's just like I don't know. Like it's kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I forgot how you say that. Like but like the tannins and like the
Yeah.
dryness feeling in
Yeah.
your mouth. Like it's something you don't really get from usually white wine.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of reds where it's like red. I'll drink red if I'm eating something. If I'm
Yeah.
eating like some meat or some shit that goes with it. But I feel it's like that's kind of like one of the. They have even like other reds that are even like lighter and even
Yeah.
more like you can kill the whole bottle by yourself, being like I drink
I
juice.
need that.
Yeah.
And then
I
it's
could
like it's not.
Sounds like
juice.
that would be a 5-star for me.
yeah, I could drink this in the summer in the heat and feel refreshed.
You know what? I think this would make a really great like a mulled wine, like Christmas, like spice wine vibe.
all seasonal vibes.
all season. And it's like if you.
It's my aunt Tati.
Tati, auntie.
Okay,
like,
Tati.
if it's really hot, you can put it like for like 10-15 minutes in the fridge before serving it.
Ooh,
It's like
crisp.
even if it's red, like I wouldn't like leave it there, but just like freshing it out and like for like 10-15 minutes.
Mhm.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You
All
have
right. Well, thank you so much for introducing this wine. Again, what is it? What is it called?
It's called the whole
Here, let's bring it over.
brand. The whole brand is called Pifa Papa. So it's written like
Pifa
Okay,
Papa.
Pifa Papa.
it's like it's
in
a
American translation. There's a nose.
it's
there.
yeah. So Pif
Kinda love
Pif
that.
Pif is either it's a slang for both nose and an old slang for wine.
Oh.
And like since the nose is so like first my dad and my brother kind of have big noses because we're from the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
and like on top of that, nose is really important for wine.
Yeah.
And papa means dad because it's like a
yeah.
like a
Oh, dad's
family.
nose.
It's dad's nose,
But
It's
also
like
dad's wine.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
It's a-
okay, dad's wine.
Okay, dad's wine, dad's nose.
Leo's
So-
family wine. Hey,
Yeah.
it kind of goes with the American version.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly.
Pifa. Okay, so Pifa Papa. Do you guys have a website?
Yes, pifapapa. Dot. See, I just said it in French. Point fr. .fr.
Dot fr.
Yeah.
Not even .com. .fr.
No,
Just
dot
.fr. Straight up.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because that's how French website ends.
Papa. Papa.
Mm.
.fr.
But like if you just type pifapapa on Google,
Just Google.
it's just gonna
Yeah,
pop
just
up.
Google, guys.
It's just gonna pop up.
Oh my
It's
god,
really
okay, I
good.
love this aunt.
Yeah,
vibe.
all right, auntie.
I have my own is a white wine, like the brother wine.
Literally right here.
Oh.
Pifapapa.fr.
Yeah.
There you go. If you're pregnant, don't drink it. Don't be drinking wine.
Yeah.
Wait,
Don't have adult juice. It literally has a pregnant person.
are you American not obligated to have this on?
I feel like they just say that, like, I think there's just a
There's
general
like
warning.
surgeon's general warning, like
Yeah.
do not drink while pregnant, do not drive a car.
But then, like,
Like-
I kind of like this icon better.
I think every single alcoholic beverage in France has that like little icon.
If you have a ponytail and you have a large stomach, don't drink it.
Yep.
Is what they say. Okay.
This is gender neutral.
Le Cabernet de Tati. Okay, Aunt's Cabernet 2020. Pivapapa.com. Check it out.
Love it.
Also message Leo for all your video needs.
Yes.
And this has been an episode of Wine and Divination.
You can find us at wine.divination on Instagram.
and YouTube at wine.divination. YouTube.com/at wine.divination, which I don't know why they did the at, but that's a new thing. It's called YouTube handles. So our handle is at wine.divination. Same as our Instagram. Join our coven on Discord. There's a link at wineanddivination.com. And Twitter's going downhill. Let me tell you that. So I don't know if we're going to be there in the future, but it's WineX Divination if you want to give us a follow on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's worth it. I'm kind of leaving Twitter myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wine divination.
Yeah, winedivination.com. If you want to be a guest on the show, wine.divination@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you and talk about you being on the show. And make sure that if you're listening to us, if you're a video friend, like, comment, subscribe. We love to hear from you. What do you think of the show? Also,
Click the bell.
is this distracting? I don't know. I'm trying a new thing. I just want you guys to be able to see from this angle, you know, from above and not like where we usually had it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an audio friend, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm pointing at things you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a rate, review, and subscribe or follow. We're on everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, your Alexa can find us.
Alexa, find
my God.
wine.divination.
I need to try.
Yeah, try it.
Because that's one of the things I started before I left. It's like
There you go.
I'm starting a connected house
Oh, there you go.
with lights and
An eye
Google
house.
Home or Amazon Home.
Amazon. Like my dad bought me that for Christmas. Like
Okay,
5
yeah,
years
it's fun.
ago.
It's fun, right?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and for watching. We will catch you on the next one. We're in a few weeks. Also, announcement. A few weeks, we're going to be doing some Christmas episodes. About like Yule, about where Christmas comes from.
Yule.
The tea, and that's in a few weeks. So,
Yes.
And thank you so much, Leo, for being on the show. We
And
have
for
a
bringing us
sticker.
wine. Yeah.
for
Thank
you.
you
Yeah,
for
I know,
having
you're like
me.
the
That was a
first
lot
one.
of fun.
You're like
Yeah.
the first one to bring us a wine, and I love this wine. I wish I could like get it really like
Super good.
readily
I'm-
in the U.S.
I'm straight up like actually working on that with like my dad and my brother have like, and they gave me a bottle that I need to get a specific guy to taste it, so he might import it.
Okay,
I
yeah,
let
Oh
you
my
know.
God, this is like Inception, but with wine.
I let you know.
I
I let
love
you know.
it.
Yes.
I
We're
really
working-
like this because
working on that.
I've never had anything like this, and I feel like any like natural wines we've had have just been awful. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we
It's
didn't
been
want to say that
awful. No.
before, but they've been bad.
They have the natural wine have the stereotype of being not great.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
No, I know
it's
I'm
just not what you
biased.
expect.
I know I'm biased, but I'm like I don't think I've tried every single one of their wine, but every single one I've tried has been just
I think
Right.
this is just sweet and like juicy enough.
Ooh, it's so good, guys. And it has a wax top.
It's fun.
because they have a tiny production. It's like 1,000.
I love that. I wanna support small
2,000
businesses, too.
bottles
Yeah.
max.
Small French businesses.
Small French businesses.
There you go.
Yep.
Again, pifapapa.fr. Do you guys ship internationally? Can you? You
You
can't,
should
right?
get one of
We
those,
know.
like,
we,
wine-
we,
literally
need, we
can't.
need a license for that. That's why.
shit. Okay, that's.
But that's
what
what it's like. If you want to try it and you know people, like sending messages, tell them we want Pifa Papa.
Okay,
and, we'll make it happen.
Papa.
Yes.
Go on Instagram at Pifa
We
Papa.
want the nose
And,
/ wine of the dad. Dad's nose / wine.
Yep.
Love it.
Love it.
Dad knows and wine.
Mm-hmm.
Love a
So,
dad nose and love a dad wine.
Family business.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.